Привет, Кревету, привет, Вайт. Секундочку, я телефон не взял. Вот теперь все. Говорится, поехали. Бага нема на загрузке, уже хорошо. Наршада. Полетели. Привет, Карут. Короче, понастраивал я значки, теперь у меня куча саб-значков. Легко определять, кто сколько подписан, блин. Если бы я только, правда, их запомнил. Но то такое.
Here we are, the smuggler's moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go.
Too many Mandalorians were scattered after the war, without purpose and without direction. Most became little more than raiders.
Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot. Yeah, some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers. So others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy.
Exchange.
It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years. It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa. Finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in. Or find you once you arrive.
Такое ощущение, что ты тут был, да.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice. Not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy.
Чё, я еще не спросил?
Shouldn't be too hard. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in. Or find you once you arrive. I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's going to find us here.
Ха-ха-ха. Наивный. Загрузка. О, привет, Гото.
Perhaps you have
heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While she walks upon the smuggler's moon, she is not to be harmed. Observe her, track her, but do not eclipse her movements, or I shall eclipse yours. You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Tawachosimu poindorakawa ichirendumu paramakawana abawasi. Yukroren wan mapusiti nolara.
Согласен.
Носака, чита бедвана матича, кичу но када миренито. Ренфилосо ни хеку чупа нарет, атамакча.
Taranamo sibu indasarans, crema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu inkosorata. Bomababe wanto susintu mukarata. Tu es rectonatada ber mabar chokto. Toreni
Chokto.
durata sisi me borokra.
Request. If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
Kavadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tachimurota kamsa, javaskobo sabjo, rigiso karuenokso, mochito sasa grindeo, kichu no kada mirenito. Renfiloso ni heku chupa naret, atamakcha. Tahupo botenya go jucho picha, gwem taba ni sochu, norotoga proto lalashishi, juvadosa jibacha, ratakman-san, tokosha na chitolo.
Понимаю.
Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Dovere nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Dovere nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Goli rosodish, ranta kras mobas.
Да, эти выдуманные языки, в которых нет никакой конструкции букв и так дальше, это прекрасно.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Never have I been to a place so alive with the Force, yet so dead to it. The contrast is like a blade.
Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours. Sure, most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one. But they all have the reputation, so we should be all right. I think.
Понимаю.
All right then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Ну да, ну да.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you. Whatever we do, I say we get the Hawk's ID signature changed while we're here. Might keep us from being a target when we enter a new system.
It is not your choice, Atten. It is hers. What is it you wish to do?
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult.
Понимаю.
The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult. But this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible. Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad!
I think I'll be fine with that.
It'll be fine where it is! Yeah, I guess
Я
you're right.
сделал
And by right, I mean
Force
you're
Persuade
wrong.
на
It'll
тайдарианца.
be fine where it is. What, you think I'm stupid?
И она не сработала. Обожаю эту хуйню.
Piece of junk's hull crushed flat. You better move it. Got it? Yeah, right now all I'm hearing is talk. How much you offering? Done. Pleasure doing business with you. I got some visitors booked for your space.
Но деньги работают. Потому что ты машешь рукой, будто бы джедай какой-нибудь? На меня это не работает, только деньги. Обожаю эту хуйню. Единственная прелесть, почему эта игра вышла после этой трилогии приквелов. Вот эта маленькая деталь. Так вкусно.
No, look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
Дураки! Полезть на 3 женщин, которых явно видно световые клинки в руках.
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure. Well, they work for the exchange, for a Quarren named Visquis. He's looking to step up in the exchange. The only language the exchange respects is money, so Visquis is trying to increase his profits by using the refugees here in Nar Shaddaa as a cheap labor force. We're only good to him as slaves and merchandise. He wants to keep us in one place, so he can control us. That's always been the way. Well, except lately. The exchange has been clamping down on the refugee sector hard, and I've no idea why. They've started kidnapping people, hurting others, but there seems to be no reason to it.
Where I can fight.
You don't. He comes to you. If he's got reason to. Either because you can help him out, or because you're making trouble. Either way, it's not a good thing. Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Spare a few credits. Much appreciated. Look, Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place and easy to get lost in. If you want, I can keep an ear out for you. Let you know if I hear anything.
Так, у меня полностью вкачано владение двуручным оружием и в целом декстерити высокий, так что я не попадаю только по тем, у кого декстерити выше, чем у меня.
I'll do that then. I'll come seek you out if I hear anything, I think.
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
Так что, как говорится...
do such a thing. Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands. And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another? The Force binds all things. The slightest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. Even an act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain.
Это его выбор и его путь. Я всего лишь дал 5 кредитов.
Kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist. Very well, but mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
Чуть-чуть и Крея меня будет ненавидеть.
And what did she want?
Not much. Just answers to some questions.
Really?
Interesting. Привет, Рэмбо. Ну, красавчик, чё? Как говорится, молодец и еби дальше. КК-процессор. Как говорится, спасибо за ваше соучастие. Я побежал обратно на корабль. Ну, листья это нормально. Потому что мы получили процессор, а это значит, что можно оживить ХК. Ну чё, мои любимые мидбэгзы, вы готовы услышать стейтмент?
So you fought against the Mandalorians in the war.
I was part of the war effort, yes. I worked as a technician, though.
But you fought on the front lines. To a Mandalorian, there is honor in that.
I could do without your Mandalorian honor. I saw the results of your honor. The absolute destruction your warriors brought. And look at them now. Mandalorians are little better than mercenary thugs. And what's honor to someone like that? All they care about are credits.
If I were you, I'd pick your words more carefully.
You fought for no cause other than to spread suffering and pain to the people you conquered.
Maybe that's what it looked like to you, but that isn't why we fought. We fought for honor and glory in the heat of battle.
You did nothing but murder innocents.
The Republic took us too lightly. We wanted to face the full force of their army. We had to goad them to fight.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you ask me, you Mandalorians just got what you deserved at Malachor.
Defeat is part of a warrior's life. We will recover, stronger than before.
Doesn't it even bother you that your people were almost destroyed?
Нет.
Or do lives have no meaning to you?
People die in war.
Именно.
Well, I'm glad to have you guarding my back.
Fine by me.
Как же они любят посраться. Итак. Statement. Мой любимый дроид всея... Стоп, в смысле? А в смысле, я ж купил, чё мне не хватает? Мне шасси надо. А где эти шасси ебучие? Ладно. Я думал, что я молодец. Как говорится, секундочку. Ладно, кажись. Как говорится, не сейчас. Блин, я уже думал, что я все. Я собрал ХК. Хуй там плавало сверху бантик. Ладно, продолжаем дальше искать.
Geraktada cemense bengaru kutoto onde. Terewana jun konata delera guno tuna. Dairi. Charanana gundoso remine que lo raktu kuru katpada.
Понимаю.
Terewana jun konata delera gu. Ah, beso trenaga. Charanana gundoso. Terewana jun konata delera guno tuna. Terewana jun konata delera guno tuna. Dai rinto Terewana jun konata delera guno tuna. Cece il fermero. Dor. Der rinto runto wakare koe wap. Geraktada. Der rinto.
Пошли искать дроида. Снова. Хах. Какой-то поиск дроида 3000. Ладно, мне главное не проебать, где можно купить шасси. Тут нема шасси. What about 150? Едь, маленький дроид. Твоя свобода стоила всего-навсего 150 кредитов. Ну, для человека, который умеет убеждать. Коим являюсь я.
Geraktada cemense bengaru. Der rinto runto wakare koe.
Говорится, пошли дальше изучать. Наршада огромная! Вы понимали, это только один кусочек карты. Ну, как говорится, помогли на кредиты, ну и заодно разбогатели чуть. Теперь мы знаем, что за нами охотятся. Что, в принципе, как бы очевидно.
Hey, I saw that ship you flew in on. My ship. It's the Ebon Hawk, isn't it? She was stolen from me during a routine run in the Mid-Rim, near the close of the Mandalorian Wars. The registry's 34 P7JK. It's got a temperamental hyperdrive, and the turrets can be sluggish and unresponsive against fast-moving fighters. She's also got 2 secret compartments, one in the cargo hold, right near the plasteel cylinders in the back, and the second beneath the bunks in the starboard cabin. So, you gonna hand it over now, or are you going to be difficult? Good to hear you aren't going to challenge it. That makes things a lot easier. No hard feelings, I hope. Don't worry. You shouldn't have any trouble finding transport off Nar Shaddaa. I'll be going now. Get used to the solid ground beneath you.
Ну, как говорится, ты, конечно, сказал, но удачи тебе. Тебе его никто не отдаст. Ах.
Grazie, ubaci compadua musca. Nora hagwa buska.
Но я же вам ничего не сделал, ладно. Head and Shoulders. Я вас не просил на меня нападать. Вы сами это сделали.
Tu es frectonatada be ranamosibu and dasara. Dawachosimu poindorakawa ichirin. The ranamosibu and dasarans. Tonora. Tonos imaragith.
Ну, что тебе сказать, дурак ты?
Thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them from a great distance, like a shiver running through you. It is Nar Shaddaa, the true Nar Shaddaa that you feel around you. It is this moon, with the metal and machines stripped away and the currents of the Force laid bare.
Да.
I'm surprised you can feel it. I fear the damage to you had deadened you to such perceptions. What you feel is the echo of the minds of these creatures within the Force. Their anger, their greed, their desperation. It is life. One might as well heal the universe, but such manipulation is possible, yes. It requires that one be able to feel the critical point within the fractured mass, and know how to strike it in such a way that the echoes travel to your intended destination. Have you learned nothing? Healing is manipulation, and if you do not realize it yet, then you will discover that an act of healing depends largely on your perspective. Manipulation is done through propelling events, or selected ones, into motion. It is done through teaching, through example, and through conviction. And the greatest of victories are not manipulations at all, but simply awakening others to the truth of what you believe, of hearing it echoed around you in life. But let us be silent. Words and thoughts are distractions. Feel this moment for as long as it will last.
Понимаю.
Doverenicha, yonona shitasa chuch. Wanatu mobayes. Dorcha no bankani honkades. Dorsenda winoto. Tonotucha. Tocha ramakaka musurankana.
Хватит за мной следить. Это крыса. Все, что я делал на лошади, это теряю по чуть-чуть кредиты, раздавая их всем подряд.
So, you have the look of a seasoned spacer about you? Well, honestly, there's not much for people like you and I to do around here, if you, catch my meaning. Well, there is plenty for them to do. The Pazak Den, swoop races, the Jek-Jek-Tar, they're pretty much
Jek-Jek-Tar?
There's a place that's literally deadly for our kind. Jek-Jek-Tar is a bar filled with cyanogen gas. It's poisonous to you and I, but the aliens drink it up and pay good money to do so. The cyanogen gas also acts as a social buffer, since the people who typically frequent Jek-Jek-Tar aren't interested in speaking to the likes of you and I.
Понимаю.
Тарачомо синчо кававольпа мулиджи куманаминта бар кавана бота юнта танга унта чивита ин довре кун мили воса кавана бота юнта танга кинаматура таyaita dahupa bosa curata go jujuto yoke ta come ta playa justing che chubo grayo bog no kada ita kavadumpa munsuru kuplalia wa no tinor conferento green banokrok nixerendo doncha morbansum dovrei con mili wosa Cione mullerà Tonkinge bano jansaka nikaraska Tanja nik Dovrei con mili wosa slima Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura Kavadumpa munsuru kuplali Dovrei con mili wosa slim
У меня будет новая одежда.
Greking no una panca di planito bamanananga. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Тан-тан-тан.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura.
Watagri tukji mulira.
Танцую как Шепард.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita. Ento mesh min paju. Watamincha yokolo undoado.
И чё у нас тут?
Greetings. I am... This is a warehouse privately owned by Voga the Hutt. Your specific business-related inquiries will have to be directed... However... We only purchase droids from sanctioned traders.
Кстати, угадайте, какой стат добавляет этот аутфит. Давай-ка, Руда, крути. Конечно, увидел уже, но... Ты все еще можешь угадать? Persuade.
Oh, looks like the Jedi raised their standards. Hanhar. I thought I smelled something. I've told you before, hunt your own targets. Don't scavenge mine. What, working for the Hutt suddenly made you stupider, Hanhar? You touch me, you'll break the truce. And then you won't last long enough to slip off this moon. Don't, Hanhar. I'm warning you.
Привет, Мара.
Your life dead, Hanhar.
Парми на здоровье.
Yeah, you're right. I'm afraid. I'm afraid if you keep crushing me, I'll accidentally set off my rocket charges and blow us both to Nal Hutta. I'd rather die than be caught by you again, Hanhar.
Иди отсюда, ковер. Ну, я вообще-то могу зайти. Так, мне еще квест на ёблю с башнями не давали. Да, я успешно пробежал мимо всего этого, потому что телепортнулся в эту рванину. Можно мне обратно в этот, в квартал говна?
Bodrashon kontichaum, king lord Aithakun, Aithapati Diakun Batut Kaun, Chonachoba.
Сейчас Мара кинет анимированный смайлик.
Tapichay Lubong, Chichiskapule, Chunbole,
О,
Tagratug,
Чеси. Спасибо, Мара, за 10 битцов. Теперь у тебя значок битцов. Ха. Кстати говоря, когда наделал кучу этих значков, а потом понял, что 70% моих постоянных зрителей ходят с буквой 1. Вау, окей. Ну, может быть, новые когда-то будут приходить и сабаться годами. Ха-ха-ха. Кстати, у меня получается не самая топ-сабка, у меня только 4 года. А там самый максимальный это 5. Ляд бы. Но, Мара, не я придумал. Хотя, стоп, я могу менять битцовые штуки? Или нет? Ты мне задала сложный вопрос. Сейчас, секундочку. Бля, я могу, походу. Я не могу. Да. Это слишком интересующий меня вопрос. Да, битстир бэджес я тоже могу настраивать. У меня столько идей нет. Блять. А чтобы вы понимали. 1, 100, 1000, 5000, 10 тысяч, 25 тысяч, 50 тысяч, 75 тысяч. 100 тысяч, 200 тысяч, 300 тысяч, 400 тысяч, 500 тысяч, 600 тысяч, 700 тысяч, 800 тысяч, 900 тысяч, лям 25, ляме 5, лям 75, 2 ляма, 2,5 ляма, 3 ляма, 3,5 ляма, 4 ляма, 4,5 ляма, 5 лямов. У меня нет столько идей, чтобы заполнить это все. Так что будут висеть стандартные.
Please, look, I already paid the exchange what I have.
Ну, 5 лямов битцов это что? Сколько? 100 битс, $1 все еще?
Oh, look, here's the one with your credits.
Ну или хотя бы в рублях посчитайте, или в долларах. Сейчас расценки, я не знаю, поменялись ли на битцы вместе с сапками. В рублях дороже. Но все еще работает правило, что 1 битс это 1 цент.
Are you crazy? That was exchange muscle. When they hear about this, they'll come back a dozen strong and tear you limb from limb.
То есть, грубо говоря, 1 битс это...
All right. What do you want to know?
Давайте, если 1 бит, это, грубо говоря, 1 рубль. Это 5 миллионов рублей. Хуйня!
Jedi Master? Are you crazy? There aren't any more Jedi running around, let alone Masters. But you're serious, aren't you?
Как говорится, если у меня будет 5-лямовый питсер, то я то я сделаю все кастомные битсы штуки.
The bounty hunters don't have any one place where they stick around. Best thing I can tell you is if you want to find one, get a bounty on your head and then.
Ну вот, можешь продать и задавать капа.
Are you serious? All right. I must be doing something right for you.
And what is it you think you have accomplished? If you seek to aid everyone that suffers in the galaxy, you will only weaken yourself and weaken them. It is the internal struggles, when fought and won on their own, that yield the strongest rewards. You stole that struggle from them, cheapened it. If you ever weakened yourself in such a way for me, I would rather suffer and die than have you demean yourself for me. That is not who you are, who you can become. Then you do not know yourself, and you will die a fool's death before you are ever tested. Then you have failed, and when you break, it will be because another does, and then the galaxy shall fall. If you do not wish to hear it, then you will remain deaf to everything around you, and that shall be punishment enough. Ah, I grow weary of this. Perhaps time will allow my words to take root if your common sense.
Так все на все 5 лямов, типа.
Sarda chornilo tabe daga prota gocha.
Говорится, это маленькая цена капа. Куда мне 13 тысяч кредитов? Гигантский кристалл. Шасси, кстати, я у него не вижу. Что есть ему грустно.
Nishasa. Jurun maba kodu soto mekogariti machi tu pacha machalo aba dona sinto noraki koparodunga nimisindo shoka Krimso anatis chi norta hirembech Jabalakish Tochimaka Uba volpa holosha Chuba doso jibicha Кротат шорт на чиномак.
Почти как стихи звучит. Так, что, пошли обратно к тому придурку. Где он там?
Tonoranga Manakaran. Jawacho simu poendo rakawa ichirendu momo para makawana abawasi. You kroren wan mapusiti nolara. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Tonoranga.
Может быть, тебя захуярить? Но я джедай, я не хуярю.
Нещаса.
Как бы я добрая. Настолько добрая, что охуеть можно.
Tonoranga Manakaran, Ipo Inshawa. Bombabe want to susin to Mukarata. To Astricton, Machabi Doko, Tonoran.
О, теперь этот придурок продает. Но у него тоже нет шасси, как я вижу. Блин, а какого торговца я мог проебать шасси? Это грустно. Если я пройду на Рашиду и у меня не будет ХК шасси, то это, бля, это поражение, нахуй. Я по всей галактике буду летать. Ко мне не дадут гребаные шасси.
Крачи, убачи, компадуана муска, на... Гавадумба мунсуру. Борначи, нимсо, помаранка... Tiumpe, due punta... Ichiret kurangata inkuntanga. Entomesh mi paju...
Malampas tarawando Jona yurturanga chiwi. Bani sukakran, joka mata. Jun sobe me rapa, no kumarandisa makchiksa. Moga chinota harembe wanachi, drumpaba nakares magre.
Понимаю. Это, конечно, читерство. Использовать дроидов, чтобы вместо них ездили.
Таком случае с Мику могу граба? Кичичу. Кавадумпе масураку, попаи ботеня. Кавадумпе масураку, попа. Кавадумпе масураку. Bani suko kran. Kanawi sorando krano bisoto. Bonsocho chononem. Kavadumpe masuraku, popa. Kavadumpe masuraku. Dahupo botenyo goju chopicha.
Я не буду тебе помогать ломать чужого дроида. Я порядочная девочка.